So, viewers, I think you still remember when I was in South Africa, I told you this is what I met in South Africa. This is what I found in South Africa. Do you know many of you people have come to my farm and you are telling me that when we talk about alfalfa, you think about something else. You get it? This is the alfalfa or the so-called Lucerne. So this is showing you that it has fully grown. But now here we got some issue because I planted this during a very dry spell. But what I told you that I will not accept when I have plenty of water, like landing on the river. I cannot allow maybe to be in that starvation. You know, also complain that the sunshine is too much when I'm from the Pearl of Africa. Sorry, I have to brag because that's where I belong. But the bad thing about my country, we don't decide to do something. The kind of farming we have in our country is cohabitation on farming. You find a person doing a lot of things, but you're not seeing where a person is getting the real money. You get it? So that's why I'm trying to show you that you can specialize and do animal farming. How do you do animal farming? Is by having the pastures. What I'm trying to do, the moment you have the pastures, that means you have the animals. So this is alfalfa. This grass is really very rich in the protein. It's very rich in the carbohydrates. Actually, in South Africa, this is the most grass that they use, even in making of the pellets. It's the core point of it. So we people, since we have opportunity, we have chances that we have water bodies, we have water all over our country, and even you, other people in Africa or even Europe, the moment you have the water, you can do everything. So this is alfalfa. I have planted the whole of it. I think you're seeing it. The whole of this area is alfalfa. But the next production is going to be perfect. What am I going to do? Like these ones, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be harvesting it. Then after harvesting it, again, I'm going to put the goat's dung. That is the manure that I'm going to use here. I'm not going to use any fertilizer like maybe super green or whatever. I'm going to use the goat's dung. Immediately after cutting it, I'll be pouring the goat's dung because I have it in plenty. So what am I going to do? If I give it to my animals, the animals convert and get the dollars out of it into muscle form. Then after converting into muscle, they give me the leftover, which we call the the, 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 the waste, which is the dung, you know, and then I put it back here. Then it gives me um, the, the manure, and that is my recycling I can do. So I'm advising you people, the moment you have any lower part of the land, that is a pasture bank. Don't say that my land lands on the swamp or whatever. That is a pasture bank. How do you utilize the lower part of your land? So I'm going to show you some other thing called sugar graze because I showed you when I was starting, and I have to show you when I'm in the middle of it and when I'm harvesting. So the cameraman, we are going to go today, sugar graze. Pause it and then we move. So, you people, I'm not getting out of the bush, but I'm getting out of the sugar press. You get it? So you remember one time I was showing you when I was planting here, and I told you I'm planting what they call the sugar grass. And this is where we are. This is also another grass that is rich in the protein. You know the spent grain that you always give to your animals? It comes out of here as a leftover. You get it? But me, I'm not going to take this sugar grass to the brewery. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the whole of this, like the way you see. I think you can show them the whole stem, you know. I'm going to cut it, then inside it. Just imagine, you take the spent grain after they put off, you know, they call it what? Beers, and then they give you the leftover. me what I have now. I'm just going to cut the whole of it. I showed you when I was planting this, and I promised you to show you the mid of it, and then I promised you to show you when I'm doing the feeds. What am I trying to explain to you is that in our country, you might not even use the concentrates. You might only use the natural feeds direct to the animals. But in some countries, there is no way how they can do farming apart from doing the concentrate. So this is a sugar graze. It has protein and it has a carbohydrate. Then it has a lot of dry matter, in it, the fibers, whatever an animal needs, it is in this. It's the same like maybe having maize, but this has more protein than even maize. So you people, I have showed you the alfalfa, which is really rich in the protein. Just know whenever there is protein in the feeds, expect your animals to have bigger muscles. And in case there is carbohydrates, just know that there is fats in it. So you people, this can be done. I have done this in the middle of the dry spell. So this is a dry spell, kabisa. In our area here, none has this. But because me, I was very devoted and I wanted to work it out, this is what I've done. I can show you, you keep showing them even the whole of this. It's too big, you people. It is very big. And I want to show you maybe just a quarter of it. Bring the camera and show these guys. So, you see, we are in we are in 2 months. You see, it's going to now it's bringing out the grain. You see? So anytime the grain is going to be up in 2 weeks. Show the whole garden. These people should have to see it. You guys, the thing is too big. It's too big. I decided to do 10 acres down the road, and I think if I make you move with me, you will again get tired. So let's just leave it there. I think you've understood the gist of my reasons of showing you this. You have understood it, and I really love it. Thank you very much. Let me just wish you the best. Bye.